Peace and prosperity, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you watched the previous video, which I'm guessing probably has a crazy title because wow, a lot of stuff was coming up for me today in my meditation, and actually these last 2 days I had a kind of little ego battle with a certain individual that I'm working close with, which brought up a lot of stuff for me, and kind of I was put into like a little box where I've been put my whole life. I've been stuck in a box my whole life where people are not gonna say that I've been targeted from birth, but along my life there's been this consistent theme of me being not kept quiet, but man, I'm not saying that I'm the chosen one, because we are all chosen on the path. We all came here. We all have this collective dream of impacting the world and creating amazing communities that everyone can live in peace and harmony. If you have that dream, then you are a chosen one too. And it's about time we activated that and started coming together. But on the flip side of that, the duality is there are forces working against us. And I've been targeted throughout my life, and my light has been dimmed continuously by a same group of people. And I'm not going to blame it actually on those people, because they are actually just channels for whatever forces are doing the work. And like I said, it is the nature of life. It is the duality, the good, the bad, the dark, the light, and all that kind of stuff, good, evil, and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm trying to get back to is, it's really interesting as well, because this massive release that I had earlier, which I'm better now, guys. I'm a lot better. It seems to have cooled off and left me, and I'm feeling a lot lighter now. The energies move through me, so I'm feeling good. But let me say something that's really interesting, because most of the time on the path, I do stuff and I don't realize why I done it in the moment, and then I look back later and I was like, wow, that's a bit strange. And that might not make sense, but let me give you an example. So I'm here, there's 3 times you can eat in a day, 3 meals a day. I don't take breakfast, and breakfast is pretty lit. There's a lot of options. There's the porridge, there's the stewed fruit, there's the cornflakes, brown flakes, muesli, there's coconut milk, soya milk, oat milk, cow's milk if you're into that. There's sunflower seeds, there is fruit, there's apples, oranges, pears, bananas, there's yogurt if you're into that. And then you go over there, you got toast, you got peanut butter, Meridian peanut butter, you got all sorts of spreads, jams, yeast extract if you're into that. So there's a lot going on. You can really get creative on the breakfast. Maybe I left some stuff out, maybe I didn't, but I had to stop taking breakfast because eating 2 times a day is enough. Eating at 11 o'clock lunch and then eating at 5 o'clock, that's enough for me. But at the same time, I'm missing banana and peanut butter. I mean, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with peanut butter, and I stopped eating it for a long while because it's not so good for the digestion. And always when I finish the fast and I make my way back into peanut butter, my body tells me it's not righteous and it's not pure, even though they claim it's 100% nuts. So, but anyways, I've been craving just getting that kilo tub of Meridian. And this is what I used to do. I used to chop up a banana and I used to throw the banana in the tub, no matter how full the tub is, and just spoon out big bits like that, and just the banana and the crunchy peanut butter, what a combo. So I've been really, the last few days I've been craving this peanut butter. I think I have an emotional connection, me and the peanut butter. And last night, because this is when things was getting intense with this whole, oh my days, this co-manager thing, I'm feeling suppressed, what's going on, oh my god. And so I was like, cool, this morning I'm gonna go for it. So I woke up this morning, I went for breakfast, and I had these like kind of these sesame cake things, like remember rice cakes, and then it was like a sesame kind of same, them kind of healthy alternative to toast, because I'm not on the gluten thing at the moment, guys. Yeah, I'll probably talk about that in another video, but yeah, I think definitely I'm gluten intolerant. But anyways, yes, I just pasted the peanut butter on top of these crispy things, and then I cut up a banana, put that on, and then I had 4 of these little small things, and I was like, right now, now's my chance. And I don't know when I'm gonna have breakfast again. And then I just had some porridge, more peanut butter, half a banana, another one in there, some bran flakes, and I topped it up with a bit of coconut milk, and I just had this, you know, mixture of like, of goodness. And it was interesting because I needed that in me to go through this process, what I went through this morning, because if I didn't, all of this stuff was happening from 8 till about 10 in the meditation, 2 different meditation sittings. All of this stuff was coming up for me, and if I hadn't have had that breakfast, I would not have been, well, I would not have been as grounded as I was. I would have been way in the air and maybe not able to deal with it, and I probably would have been like, oh my god, I need to ground, oh my god, I need to go and, you know, dip in the peanut butter. But at this point I was alright. I was able to just sit there, you know, belly full, grounded, feet on the floor, nice and earthy from the peanut butter, and I was able to go through that process of what I went through earlier. Obviously I didn't have lunch, not obviously, but I didn't have lunch, so I'm still running off that same breakfast I had at 6:30 this morning. It's nearly like, yeah, in about an hour I'm going to be taking dinner. But yeah, this is one of those things on the path that we're humans, we think we're in control of stuff, but actually we have these kind of urges to do certain things certain times that we don't know why. The logical brain doesn't know why, but actually it's for our highest good, and we don't know what's coming up in store. So I believe that I was always meant to go through this little process today, and let me talk about that. So now when I see my man who was, I'm telling you, I've never felt so triggered in my whole life. Like I said, all of the people that have made me feel suppressed, repressed, oppressed, all depressed in my life, he was like all of them rolled up into one. If you could see this guy, if you could design my ultimate being triggered by a human being, he is the guy. He is the guy. And how he moves, everything about him. Milk. And now, I'm not bothered. Now, I'm feeling light. What's happening is what's happening. And luckily for me today, I was in a situation where usually when these things are coming up, I might escape. I might turn to escapism. I might smoke weed. I might just completely ignore it. I don't tell anyone anything when I'm going through struggles. But guess what I done today? I went to the teacher, the ET, and you know, they're pretty much gurus. However, you know, if you see him, he looks like a librarian. All the ATs look like librarians. They're not enlightened. Who knows if they're enlightened or what an enlightened being is. But he's liberated. All of the ATs here who've been doing this practice for God knows how many years, they're liberated beings because they work through their sankharas, they work through their stuff. So now they're just fluid beings, and you can observe it in their behavior that they are liberated souls. So I went to the guy and I said, look, there's an issue. And he felt my energy had changed from last night. And I said to him, yeah, look, there's things going on with me and the co-manager, blah, blah, blah. You know, there's this little ego power, struggle power between me and him, blah, 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 older dude, blah, 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 manager A, manager B, all these kind of things. And I'm going to step down and allow him to do his thing and get busy. And I'm just going to focus on me and, you know, being there for the students and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, man, he reminds me of everyone that's repressed me my whole life and, you know, tried to stunt my magic and my growth my whole life. And I got it all out to him. Obviously, if you've been to Vipassana, you know the answer that the AT has is always just remain equanimous and stay with sensation. So, yeah, I confided in someone. I confided in another guy. Shout out Chiron. And I came and made that video, man. I know that's an interesting video. I haven't watched it back yet, but yeah, man. If anyone's offended by that video, I apologize. I was just kind of getting off my chest what I was going through at the time and what was coming up for me in the meditation. So yeah, madness, like mad growth. And you know, this is why I came here. It wasn't all meant to be, you know. The path ain't all roses and yoga poses. I keep saying that. Maybe I'm going to get it tattooed on my forehead. For anyone who thinks going on the hero's journey is a joke or it's easy and it's all love and light, it ain't that. It's having your face in the mud and facing yourself and working through your darkness. Not just your darkness of this lifetime, but the infinite lifetime. Not infinite, because the whole process of being doesn't make sense. So yeah, many lifetimes we hold on. And this is what the teaching teaches, is that what brings us back is these sankharas, these impressions, these reactions. And only through the process of Vipassana we actually get into the cellular level of these things and untie these knots, and they allow them to come to the surface by not reacting to craving or aversion. And I created this massive aversion towards this guy, but you know what? The boy's gonna stay equanimous and stay with the true reality within me. So I don't know if I'm making sense, but what I can confirm is that your boy is moving mountains. I'm moving mountains, and I'm very grateful to be here and this place, this environment facilitating me to do the work. I understand that the last course was different to this course. Now I'm really, having to face myself, my energies, and I'm very grateful for Dhamma, for allowing me to go through this process and teaching me and putting up with someone like me, being hospitable for me to do the work. Because I owe it. I owe it to you, I owe it to the world, and my light is shining so bright. I don't even blame these people for trying to dim my light, because it hurts. It hurts those beings because they're soulless. They are soulless. My heart is pure, and some people can't take that. And they see the weak parts of me, and they focus on that, and they on that. But no more. After today, I declare no more. I will stand in my light, and I will move forward with my mission. Seriously, I'm done with the suppression. I'm standing in my power. If you want to come with me, come with me. If you want to come against me, then I'm going to send you some love. How about that? Yeah, you can't fight hate with hate. And it's not your fault if you hate on me. That's cool. People fear what they don't understand. How can you understand a complex being like me? You've never seen anyone like me. You've never met anyone like me. You've never came across a being as crazy, intense, like me. And that's okay, because we're rare. But actually, it's not just me. There's a whole collective. I'm not going to say that we're the chosen ones, but we are the chosen ones. We came here to do the work, and we all, you know how you know if you're a chosen one? If you have the same dream. It's a collective dream that when I meet these beings just like me that we have, and that is to create communities, to create safe havens for people to do the work and live together, to live in accordance with nature, to live in harmony with nature, the laws of nature of the universe. This is the dream. If you share that dream, then you're a chosen one. Let's activate together. Let's stop being so separate on the path. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.